Hi everyone and welcome to my Unfiltered 20s.
A podcast about the ups and downs, highs and lows and realities of life in your 20s.
With me, Abbey Parker.
And me, Lucy Martin. This week we are joined by Ollie and Ajan. Would you both like to introduce yourselves? Ollie, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm Ollie. It's all weird trying to introduce yourself. What do you say? I guess I'm a student at Warwick, politics student, and I'm a games journalist, so I'm the games editor of The Boar and news editor of a site called Stealth Optional. And yeah, that is me.
Ajan, do you want to go?
Right. Yeah, so I'm Ajan, just a maths physics student, third year, and well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else I could say.
That's great.
We should probably say the reason we have these two people on this week is that they are our boyfriends. This week we're going to talk about TV shows that are good to watch with people that you aren't living with. So whether you want to watch something with your friends or a partner, we're going to talk about the best TV shows to watch remotely. We're going to talk about what we've been enjoying the past few weeks and just have a general chat about things. So, Abbey, how was your week?
My week's been fine. It's been busy again. It's that season, isn't it? I don't know, it feels like yesterday we recorded the last episode. So I had my first interview for my third year project. Woo! 1 down, 19 to go. Woo! So that's good. Hopefully I get enough people by, I think it's like the 8th of March because we have a presentation on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because they do the presentation so much earlier than you have to have your final report in, so you haven't got all your data yet, but you have to give a presentation on it. Don't know how that's going to work virtually because, and then last year they messed it up and it was in person, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's kind of weird. We had to do our presentations like really early, like a few weeks ago, and I did not have a clue what my argument was, and it's too early to have done all the reading and stuff as well. Well, at least it is for me.
But at least they're interesting, right?
Yeah, it was interesting hearing other people's ideas because I feel like obviously this year no one's really seen each other, have they? It's not like you go to a seminar and then speak to people afterwards, is it?
No. We all just sit there with our cameras off.
Yeah.
Do you do that in history? Do you just sit there with your cameras off?
No, like a lot of them are like you have to have the camera on.
Nah, none of that in psychology. We
Really?
There's like 3 keen beans that always have their cameras on, but I'm like, it's weird because it's literally the lecturer and then like this girl's face.
In one of mine, like that I have on a Friday, nobody else puts their camera on, but I feel like rude because the seminar treat was like really nice, and I feel bad that no one has a camera on, so it was just like me and her, like.
Yeah. Well, most of the time I haven't done the reading, so I'm like, I don't want to put my camera on because I'll pick on me.
Yeah. What have you been watching this week? That's the thing that we want to know.
Well.
Not with Ajan, just on your own.
Not. Oh God. Oh wow.
That's later. That's later on.
That's later. Oh okay. I've just been watching honestly a lot of just like YouTube drama, because it's like petty, and it's just like, oh wow. It's just like, I don't know, it's just like it's kind of like a light topic. Well, no, it's not light topic, sometimes it's serious. But it's just like, wow, look at all these people that have all these problems. Like, I'm fine, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I've been watching that, and then just like, Sims YouTubers. Just like, I've just been watching people build houses on streams, and it's just really relaxing. It's just good to have in the background while I'm doing, double screening, like doing whatever on my phone. I've been playing solitaire on my phone.
Wow, the lockdown boredom really be hitting.
I know. I used to play solitaire on my phone loads in sixth form, and now it's come back into my life. So
Interesting.
there you go. I play the 1 card flip because it's easier, and I just press the hint button loads. So I'm not really playing it.
Ajan, what about you?
Well, I mean, I've been watching a lot of anime, but that's like normal for me, and I've watched a fair amount of Netflix original series lately, just because like I'm bored out of my mind. Let me try and find like some of the ones which I watched, because It's quite a
Well, you
few.
watched that the fairy thing. What's that about?
Oh, the
Winx.
Winx Saga or something like that.
I watched that.
What did you think?
I also watched that.
It was okay. I mean, I don't know what to say. It was just like a substitute for Harry Potter in my point of view. Like, I like it. I like Harry Potter, so it's just nice to watch. Well, yeah. What do you think?
Well, I remember because it used to be when we were younger. It was like a kids show, like with dolls. Like I remember I had the Winx dolls, and then they've
really?
remade it. It's one of these that they've remade in like a bit like Sabrina, like how they've remade it like as like more creepy and stuff. But yeah, I thought it was good. It's kind of like nice to watch during lockdown because it's like different and not about COVID and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen a lot of people online talking about it. A lot of people saying it wasn't what they expected. I don't know. I saw a video of this girl being like, what I would have done if I was in charge of the costumes. And I was like, okay, sis.
Ajan, have you watched the Cecil Hotel thing?
Wait, pardon, which one?
It's the new one, the creepy one about the hotel.
It's a true crime.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I don't think I'll watch that
No.
one.
You don't really watch true crime, do you?
No, I hate it. I was gonna watch like Lock and Key, which is kind of old, but that kind of freaks me out, so I'm not gonna watch that either.
Fair. I mean, I was saying, we haven't talked about this, have we?
No, because I think it only came out over the weekend, didn't it, or something?
Oh, okay. Because there's no way I'm going to watch that because I'm so freaked out by the Elisa Lam case where they found her in the... Trigger warning, they found her in the water tank, right?
Really?
Do you know the story?
Well, I know that because I've seen I've never heard of this. I've heard of the Black Dahlia, and then I saw the trailer, and she's walking around like this or whatever, and seems creepy.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about it.
So the footage of her in the lift is the last footage they have of her alive,
Okay.
and she's acting paranoid by the looks of it. Like she's looking out the lift, she's standing in the corner, all that stuff, really creepy. And then days later, the guests were complaining that the water was brown out the taps, and then they went onto the roof to look in the water tank, and she was like floating in the water tank dead, naked, with her clothes around her. But like the roof, it took like 4 people to lift the roof of the water tank off. So they don't know how she got in there. You can't get on the roof, it's all locked. Like she would have had to like climb out a window and climb up the side of the building. So they like don't know how she got there.
That's really creepy.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm never watching anything about her again because it scares me too much.
Yeah. What about you, Ollie? What have you been watching?
Nothing that dark. I don't think this week. It's been a chill week. I've been watching some Superstore, which I'm sure we can talk about later, so I won't really say much about that now. And I've watched.
Okay, what have you been playing?
I've watched some other stuff actually. Rude.
Oh.
I've watched a bit of something, but I've not finished it yet because I've been busy. I've been watching, which Lucy's been giving me stick for, the Tracy Beaker film, or the new, the new one, which is
That's
My
on my
Mug,
watch
Tracy
list.
Beaker. And it's good. It's it's a nice throwback to childhood. Loved it, and yeah, but Lucy was criticising me for watching a children's show or children's film, I guess it is. But I think it's because she's not very cultured, so.
It's cool though, isn't it? Because everyone was like, why did Cam have to marry like Gary in the original series, and now
Don't
she's
spoil
living
the
her
stuff
best
you've seen on
life?
Twitter.
Oh,
'Cause I
okay,
haven't finished it
spoiler
yet.
spoiler alert.
But I do actually know what
everyone.
you're talking about, yeah.
I mean, I was like, I've been meaning to watch that after I saw it all explode on Twitter. Like, this should have been on BBC One. I was like, oh, I need to watch that. But like, I was such a Danny Harmer fan when I was younger. I watched everything. I watched the Tracy Beakers. I watched Danny's House,
Danny's
Danny's
House.
Castle.
Daddy's Castle, yeah, I remember that one.
They were so good. And then I saw she played Peter Pan in like the Horse, which is like a theatre near here, and we went and I saw her on stage, and I was like, oh my god, I was like fangirling over Danny Harmer.
You do look a bit like Danny Harmer. You have like Danny Harmer vibes.
That's crazy because I too ate a worm. No, I'm joking.
Well, I think we should move on to the next topic of things that are good to watch together, like apart.
Mm.
So, what do you two watch?
Well, I have, been forced to watch my fair share of anime.
Mm-hmm.
But I was saying last night that I'm beginning to enjoy it, and I'm like, what have I become? What have you done to me? But we're watching Demon Slayer at the moment, which, Ajan, you've already watched, right? You've seen it before.
Yeah, I've already seen it.
But it's... Yeah, go on.
Well, I was gonna say, I think people used to like hype about the animation on that, just because like anime is basically 2D. That's just hand drawn, but Demon Slayer like introduced 3D animation into it, and like you don't really notice it when you watch it until like someone tells you like, oh, they incorporated 3D and 2D together. So maybe that's why it's probably like good to watch, because it does have a good storyline.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're interested in the animation, I'll suggest you watch it as well.
Yeah. I mean, I really enjoy it as a novice anime watcher. I think it's good, which is saying something, because most animes I'm like, oh, like, God, I only have to get through the next 20 minutes. There are a few shows that we've watched that I just fall asleep. I can't help it. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. I fall asleep. So you know what I'm going to say, don't you, Ajan?
Yeah.
Which one? Go on.
It's Haikyuu, isn't it?
Yeah, Haikyuu. It's just about a volleyball team, and I'm like, how many times? Like, there's only so many times you can watch the same volleyball match before you fall asleep. But he loves it. It's one of his favourites.
Yeah.
But we're halfway through so many animes. We stopped watching My Hero Academia. We're halfway through Naruto. Well, we're not halfway through. We're nowhere near halfway through. It's a long anime. And then we're watching Demon Slayer at the moment. But we finished that. There's this one about just office life, and it was actually quite cool because it was just chill. It was just a good thing to watch before bed, and I didn't fall asleep. It was crazy. I actually did fall asleep last night when we were watching Demon Slayer, by the way. I don't think you know.
Alright, no, I kind of clocked. But we are gonna watch Attack on Titan. The final season came out.
Oh yeah.
That's
We're gonna
like
binge
the
watch
main
it.
one, isn't it? I feel like that's the one that everyone talks about. If you think of anime, you think of Attack on Titan.
It's the first one I watched with Ajan, whatever, really. And it's a good introductory anime because it's like, I don't know, it's just good, isn't it? It's like a good story. You get hooked on it.
Yeah.
So then you just kind of forget you're watching a Japanese cartoon. I don't know.
What are the best animes?
For me,
Adam, this is your question.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't have much experience.
I mean, I'll say Attack on Titan's really good, but like mainstream, there's like One Piece, Naruto, and stuff like that. They're so long. I don't think normal people would watch it, just because One Piece has 900 episodes or something like that, each being 20-minute long.
What?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I remember I was 16 and I just binge watched everything just because I had nothing to do, and because I was just recently introduced to anime, so I was just binging everything to see what happens. I mean, it's like a genre itself, so anything that you're kind of interested in, you could probably watch it.
Mhm.
Anime, yeah.
Do you read mangas as well?
No, but I've tried to. It's just I don't like reading, and
Yeah.
if it's already animated, I might as well just watch it instead. Well, that's my thought process.
Exactly. That's my philosophy. Wait for the film. Lucy's so funny. You can see Lucy's face. But
Don't you like graphic books, Oliver? I swear you've read graphic novels before.
I've read a few, more comics rather than manga. So I think I read Kick-Ass ones were really good. Some of the Walking Dead ones, less the superhero ones. I think again I'm kind of wait for the film for those ones. Or there's so many, it's just impossible to catch up, and there's just loads. But yeah, graphic novels, some decent ones.
Do you watch Gilmore Girls together? Have you forced him to watch Gilmore Girls?
We watched 3 episodes because we have the 3-episode rule.
Okay.
And you're open to watching it, right? I feel like if I was in a bad mood, we'd watch it so that I would be. Exactly. To cheer me up. But like, I mean, okay, Lucy, you might get triggered by this as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a single character in Gilmore Girls that he hasn't called annoying. Just in those 3 episodes. And I'm like, Rory, I get, even though this isn't her annoying, she only gets annoying later on in the series.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's going to think when he gets to season 5 Rory.
Uh-huh.
And then, but Lorelai, I'm like, there's nothing.
How can you call Lane annoying? Lane's the best character ever.
I feel like we haven't seen a lot of Lane yet.
Okay.
Although I don't like how her story ends, but we won't spoil anything.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. It's hard because I literally finished rewatching it this week. I'm a bit lost. I don't really know what to do with myself.
You can start over again.
I don't know. I don't know whether to watch A Year in the Life again because it's just kind of a bit of a letdown, isn't it?
Yeah. I've only seen it once.
Yeah, I think I've only watched it twice, which is quite a thing for Gilmore Girls because I've watched Gilmore Girls many times.
Mm-hmm. You know, there's a Dawson's Creek podcast. I feel like we should have a Gilmore Girls podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
They analyse every episode.
Yeah.
It's called Dawson's Critique. They just talk through every episode. Each episode is an episode.
Right.
But I'm not really sure how much you can find to say about every single episode.
That's the thing. The later series, you could talk about a lot. But at the beginning, there's nothing really problematic going on, is there?
No.
The other thing, just real quick, we've been watching this week is Umbrella Academy. Have either of you seen it?
No.
I haven't. I've watched a bit of it. Like, I
Sometimes.
watched, I think, a few episodes, but I just couldn't get into it. I don't know.
What?
I know.
How can it... I get the first episode is slow, I get it.
Yeah.
But I feel like we literally binged, 4 or 5 episodes the other night.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, I didn't
really
want to watch
good.
it at the start though. Like, I watched the first episode, got bored, and then left it for like a couple months, and then recently watched it again, and then we started binging the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're close to the end. I feel like one more binge and we'd finish it. But we need to I need to show him the BuzzFeed Unsolved video on the JFK assassination. Because I feel like you don't really know about the conspiracies and stuff behind it, right?
No.
Exactly. So this is the thing. So then I'm like, you need to watch that so that then you can understand all the weird references that they're making.
Right. We've seen that. We watched that BuzzFeed Unsolved. Do you remember? We watched it in Roots in first year.
Yeah.
I remember we watched a load of JFK videos.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know about the bullets, the weird
Exactly.
travelling
The
bullets.
magic bullet.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
I didn't know
magic
about that.
Yeah.
Our programmes that we watch together are quite different.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
listening to you two speak, I'm like, oh, you watch a lot more of what Ajan wants than we watch what I want, compared to.
What's
we
your
watch-
thoughts on that, Ajan?
No, I think we give it a 3 episode rule. We both watch it. If we like
That's
it
good.
within 3 episodes, we carry on. If not, we just drop it anyways.
Okay, but do I like it or I just tolerate it because otherwise we're going to be arguing about what we're going to watch for half an hour?
Well, that's the whole process.
Food
That's how
for
you
thought.
find like a show to watch.
Yeah, but you're liking it now. You like the anime stuff now.
I like this anime. Do you know how many episodes of Haikyuu I had to watch before he got the idea? Like,
Well, it helped you
Yeah,
sleep.
see, that's why I wish it was like that.
Yeah, but sometimes the stuff you like, what have I not watched that you've wanted to watch?
Well, I always say, so if I'm like, oh, let's watch Breaking Bad, let's watch these type of shows, and Lucy always goes, she's pulling her face that no one will be able to see this because it's just audio.
yeah.
But she always goes, oh, it's too scary, or oh, it's too,
I've
I
never
don't really
said
like
it's too
those.
scary
Thing is,
about Breaking
I think
Bad.
you'd like Breaking Bad because it's similar to Narcos.
I know. I've watched a bit of it. We watched a few episodes once, and I was
Yeah.
like, it's all right.
The thing is, I think it only gets really good after
The
season
first
1.
season, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to give it more of a go.
Yeah. But then when it's something Lucy's watching, we'll watch like 4 episodes in a night. Like the
That's the
Wilds.
Wilds. I talked about the Wilds a few weeks ago, didn't I?
Yeah.
The one that
Yeah.
I was like, this is the most incredible program I've ever watched. I literally
You
made.
instantly rewatched it.
I've never done that with a program. I literally never rewatch things, and that it was so good, wasn't it? You liked it.
It was good. I said I had a few issues with the ending, but yeah, it was alright.
Yeah, we had a bit of an argument about the ending.
Yeah.
God.
No, it was good though. I enjoyed it. No, but
Yeah,
we're
it was
watching we watch sitcoms and sort of easy things like that together more. So
Yeah.
like watching
Yeah.
Superstore, aren't we, at the moment?
Have you two seen Superstore?
No, is that the
No.
new one on Netflix?
Yeah, it was on, like, it's one of those that was on, like, E4, like, ages ago. It was on
Right.
E4, and I think I watched, like, the odd episode, but they've put all of it on Netflix. It's like Trolleyed, if you ever watched Trolleyed, which was on Sky years ago, but it's, like, the American version of Trolleyed, so it's about, like,
Right.
basically the staff at a superstore in America.
Yeah.
But it's funny. It's, like,
It's
wholesome funny.
Yeah, it's just a classic workplace comedy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
very funny. We've been watching it and it's
Yeah.
enjoying it. But I've
And
I've
then-
already watched it once. So I'm kind of rewatching it with you.
Have you seen all of it?
No, I'm on the final season now.
Okay.
But it's good.
What else have we watched? Dawson's Creek. I made him
Yeah.
watch Dawson's
Mhm.
Creek. But we're at a bit of a stalling point in that because there's just so many seasons of it that it's a bit like...
You don't
and
like
there's so
the
many
last half,
episodes.
do you?
I
So-
do. I don't mind it, but the last half isn't my favourite. So we're at a bit of a
Yeah.
slowing down.
A pause.
Yeah. But we haven't really watched that much recently, have we?
No, just been sort of that. We used to watch films, but we don't really watch as many films together now. I think we kind of filmed out a bit.
Yeah, don't you remember...
Mm.
Do you remember when the new Avengers was coming out a few years ago?
Oh yeah.
And then...
What, the midnight screening?
Yeah, and then I'd never seen the other Avengers films.
Yeah.
This was like when we first started going out, and like we were both at home, so we were like, oh, we'll watch all of the first whatever Avengers films, so you get an idea.
Oh,
and I
God.
just got my new MacBook, like I just got it like a month before, and then you have to get it online. You have to get Avengers films online because they're not available on anything. And I hate watching stuff online. I hate it. Like, I'm scared I'm gonna get a virus all the time. And then I downloaded a virus onto my brand new MacBook,
Oh my God.
and
Yeah.
it was stressful.
It was your.
I don't remember this.
It was
Your own
in
fault.
like 2019 in like the summer.
God.
Yeah, I think it was a demonstration of your technological ineptitude. You were sort of like, should I download Flash Player? And I was like, do you not have Flash Player already? And you were like, well, it's telling me to download Flash. And it was obviously a fake link for Flash, which you
Right.
you
I
clearly
didn't know
hadn't.
it wasn't real. It was like download good Flash Player or something, and I was like,
And
yeah,
you were like,
must
yeah,
be
sure.
legit.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And then I
Yeah.
couldn't
I
use
mean, now
Google
they're all
Chrome.
on Disney. They're all on Disney Plus now.
I don't have Disney Plus.
No.
Yeah, but it would have been worth it if you were planning on
know.
binging.
I know. We only got it for Hamilton. But yeah.
I think we both have Disney Plus. So we watched Peter Pan a few weeks ago, and then which was a really
Yeah.
interesting watch.
I mean, I used
It's
your
what-
account for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I still have it. I still pay for it because
Because you love
Outstanding
Disney.
Citizen.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
I've had an urge recently to start watching Hannah Montana. And I might resist because the thing is, do you remember in like first year, me and Alex, when we were just in my room when we were
Yeah.
like binge watching Hannah Montana,
Yeah, I remember
just
that.
that one time.
Yeah.
But like it just wasn't as funny as I remember it, and I don't want to ruin the memory.
Yeah. Well, Oliver watched the High School Musical, the series.
High School Musical, the musical, the series. It was actually good. Unironically, it was quite funny. And
It's the
the
one
songs are
with-
pretty decent, so...
Isn't
It's
Olivia
fine.
Rodrigo in it?
Yeah.
As in...
Isn't-
I was in the driver license girl.
Yeah. She's good in it.
Yeah, it's not for you, it's for like 12-year-old girls.
Well, I just appreciate good TV
I mean-
when it's there.
It should be fine. I used to watch Barbies when I was like 16. Not 16, I mean. Like 13, 14. Like, I was starting secondary school and I still watched it, so it's okay. High School
Okay.
Musical's fine.
It's good. It was good. I'm waiting for season 2.
Oh,
dear.
God.
But
Yeah.
how can they...
Is-
Is season 2 going to be High School Musical 2?
No, I think it's apparently on Beauty and the Beast,
Huh?
which is very odd. I know. I think we should have just done High School Musical 2, but I guess that's a bit
That's
too
weird.
basic for them. Yeah. But we watched One Division on
Mm.
Disney Plus, or not with Disney Plus, just with the It's online. So I definitely recommend that.
I did start watching that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like halfway through the second episode, but I stopped. I was gonna message my friend Aisha because she's the Avengers watcher in our friendship, and so I remember in sixth form her being like, oh yeah, whatever's coming out, blah blah blah, and I was like, fine, I'll come to the cinema with you since we're the only friends each other has. And she was like, oh no, I'm going with my brother, and I was like, okay. Love that. But then her brother was at uni, so then we did go and see Ant-Man and Wasp together. So that's like one of the only Avengers movies I've seen. And then I was going to message her and be like, what do I need to watch to understand WandaVision? Because I don't want to ruin anything if I then go and watch a load of films. And then, I don't know, because I stopped watching because I didn't want to ruin it. But then there were all these memes coming out, and I was like, I kind of want to watch it. Because it's well made and stuff, obviously. Although it is freaking me out that Unabomber's in it, but whatever.
I know. We talked about last week, didn't we? Paul
Unabomber.
Bettany. Yeah, the guy that played the Unabomber in whatever it's called,
Unabomber.
Manhunt Unabomber, is Vision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch it. I don't think. I just
You don't actually
really
like Marvel, do you?
I really don't like Marvel films. Like, I used to love when I was like 13, 14 DC TV shows like Arrow and Flash and Legends of Tomorrow and all of those, but I just don't like Marvel films.
Disgusting.
They're long.
The Avengers
Too much hype.
Endgame one, I was like, oh, it's finished, and then another like 2 hours.
It's great. Yeah, that's the superhero films. The new Schneider cut for the new DC, what's it called, Justice League. 4 hours long when it comes out in March.
I'm not going to see that.
Well, no, it's only on HBO.
Okay.
But I will watch it just to see how bad it is.
Everyone said WandaVision's really good, and I feel like people that are watching it aren't like necessarily like people that like Marvel films. Like, it's attracted a wider audience, hasn't it?
That's the thing. I don't want to watch Marvel, but like
Yeah.
I wanted to watch that.
All
What
you
is it
really need
about?
Well, I can't say because it would be a spoiler. Like the premise of the show itself is a spoiler. If you say what it's really about, is what I mean.
But isn't it just them like living in a house or something?
Well, that's what I mean. I can't
That's
say.
that's
I
all
can't.
I've seen.
I can't say what it is because that itself is a spoiler. So I'm not. But the only thing you'll really had to watch to
There it
understand is the last two Avengers, like Infinity War and Endgame, just because it follows on from those. So I know you've seen them, Lucy. So you could understand it. Just have a basic understanding of the Avengers universe. New episode out tomorrow.
You know what, Luce? You've made that face quite a few times when Ollie's talked about things he enjoys watching.
That's what I mean. I always recommend something. Luce goes, oh, that's the voice.
It's because I was like, can you pick like a book? We'll both read a book together at the same time, and then he tells me that his like favourite book ever is The Hunt to Kill Osama bin Laden. First of
Great
all,
book.
which I was like, right, okay.
Ollie, you know she messaged me last night like, what is this? Like, what he says is his favourite book.
I was like, don't pick any scary books. Like, I don't want to read a depressing, scary book right now. So then he sends me one that's like this guy going off to war, and I was like, no. And then he sends me one that's obviously like, it's called like The Sleep Experiment. So it's going to be one of those creepy vibes.
What, like the Russian sleep experiment?
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
about
I
the
was
Russian sleep
thinking.
experiment.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's
Why would you
creepy,
send me
Lucy,
that?
don't watch it.
Do you remember
The
creepypasta back in the day? I remember being in like year 8 and people would go on creepypasta.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Except someone someone actually does it. So I thought it'd be interesting.
Thank you for sending me that.
What did we decide in the end? I can't remember.
I don't know.
A different.
Have you
book.
got similar reading speeds though? Because I feel like there's going to be a
we,
delay.
we read one last year. We were like, first lockdown, we were like, oh, we'll do this, it'll be cute. So we both started the same book, and I'd finished it before we'd even read like one chapter or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucy was like, "Oh yeah, I'll wait," and then a day later was like, "Yes, I've finished it last night."
Not my
so that
problem.
didn't work.
My sister lent my mum Jane Austen or whatever to read, and then Maddie's like, "So how was it?" And my mum's like, "Well, chapter 1 was good." And she's like, "Why is it taking you so long?" And she's like, "I can't read that quick, Maddie."
Me and Maddie need to read something together.
Yeah, you do. You know, I said to her the other day, I was like, oh, by the way, I thought you might like this. Lucy has this thing called Goodreads. And she's like, I got it. And I was like, for God's sake.
She
I was like,
needs
of course
to-
you do.
We need to connect on it.
I know. Oh, she's like collecting the, I don't even know, like the gold leaf books. She's decided for her birthday she wants like the ones with the pages are trimmed with
That's cute.
as like a collection.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The hardback ones with the fancy
Yeah.
fabric.
And
Yeah.
they're like blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cute. Shall we talk about games? We could talk about
Ooh.
games that
Let's talk about
everybody
games.
likes. Before
Yeah.
Ajan's PlayStation got stolen.
Oh.
Right, yeah.
Can you see the pain in him?
Oh.
Oh,
Ajan,
so
you can buy my
sad.
PS4 off me. 50 quid. Great deal.
It's like,
Don't accept, Ajan.
yeah.
Scamming you.
What is everybody's favourite game on any device?
Such a tough question.
You
Nice
can go
description.
last, Oliver, because
Okay, thanks.
Ajan, you go first. What is your favourite game on anything?
Well, okay. The game that I've played the longest, and I'll probably say, I mean, I don't really have a favorite game. I just play like depending on the time. But
Mhm.
I'll say for the longest I've played is Clash of Clans. Just
That's
because
cool.
it's like you kind of build, and I just kind of like play and then intermittently stop and then play again. So
Mhm.
yeah, Clash of Clans.
Can I just interrupt? Okay, sorry to interrupt you real quick,
Yeah.
but I'd just like to point out how many times he has chosen to put all of his attention onto Clash of Clans instead of me. It's caused many problems. I'm joking, yeah. But anyway, you were saying the new one.
The new one I've been like binging is what? Hearthstone.
Uh-huh.
And
Harvest Land. This
Well,
has been a secret part of my life for literally almost 2 years.
Is it on the
Harvest Land.
phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with, basically, I know I'm going off on a tangent now, I'm speaking, but I don't really care. Basically, I was playing Gordon Ramsay Dash
I like
right on
that.
my phone.
I enjoy that.
What a great game.
Mhm.
I just like, it always made me hungry though because all the food looks so good. I just like those little make your food games. But
Mhm.
I hate the ones where you're like standing behind a counter and you're just like plopping stuff. I hate them.
Mhm.
But like Gordon Ramsay Dash was a good game. And then it was like, oh, do you want to earn, it was one of those, do you want to earn more like gold or whatever? Download this game and play it. And I was like, okay, I'll download Harvest Land. And I got hooked and I was like, damn it, it worked on me. It worked, the marketing worked.
Mhm.
But then I stopped playing Gordon Ramsay Dash, and still to this day I'm playing Harvest Land.
Oh.
And then now I've got Maddie hooked, now I've got Ajan hooked.
Is it like Stardew Valley?
No, it's like what was it called back in the day? Like
Farmville?
Tiny Farm or whatever. Yeah, Farmville, that's it.
Oh, I
It's
used to
like
like
Farmville.
Farmville.
Yeah. But this one you join a clan.
Mm.
So you're with a group of people, and then you all have tasks, and then you compete against other clans,
Mhm.
and then you earn like rewards and stuff. So there's like an added element because it's not just you playing on your farm. You're like working with the rest of the people to like get rewards and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What about other games? Abbey, I feel like you have other games that you enjoy.
Most of the games I've played is just stuff I've seen other people playing
Mm.
on YouTube and stuff.
Mhm.
But like the game that I have the most hours in is Prison Architect.
I wasn't expecting that. Where's that come from?
It's it's great because it's like the reason I like it is because you can you build your little prison and then you can set like routines for the prisoners, so you can have all these different routines
It's
going, and then
like-
it's like really efficient and like it's not as weird. Ollie, have you played it?
Prison Architect. I think I might have played a bit of it, but I can't remember. I think I played a different prison game. It's
Right.
a bit, yeah. Bit odd.
See, it's not as weird as you think, Lucy. But it's good. It's just like a management game.
Yeah.
All right, Zimbardo. I feel like we're getting like
Well,
that's odd. I thought you were gonna say Sims.
yeah, Sims. I have more hours. I don't know. Maybe I do have more hours than Sims. I don't know, because I used to play Sims 3 loads. When you know, before Sims 4 came out, but then I had the physical games, and then I had a disc drive, but now I have like Origin, so I don't know how many hours I have in Sims 3, but probably I have more than Prison Architect. But I don't know, that's one of the games I play. I like Turmoil. Me and my sister used to play that a lot.
What's that?
They have a little plot of land, and then you can't see where the oil is. You have to like find it, and then it's like a race with the other like NPCs, and I don't know. It's just cute, and it's cute music. And then Harvest Moon, now Story of Seasons. I played a lot of those games, a lot on my DS and stuff, and now we have one on Switch, and there's a new Story of Seasons coming out, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah. Because Harvest Moon, there's like a thing, Harvest Moon fans versus Stardew Valley fans.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, but I'm in both camps now. I've infiltrated both.
I do like Stardew Valley, but it's not my favourite. Right, I haven't told you, right. I was so annoyed. I'd spent like $1,000 Stardew dollars in the shop.
Yeah.
Planted them all, and then the next day I woke up and everything had died because it was summer.
Well, didn't you water them? I'm sorry, that's not the game,
because
that's
apparently
you.
when you change the season changes, everything dies.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
You
is this a
should know
joke?
that.
I've just paid all of this to plant all these and now they've all died.
That's a you problem.
Well, I
Listen,
find it really hard.
It says...
I think it's meant to be like stress. It's like meant to be stressful even, but I find it really stressful.
You don't sleep on sprinklers. They make your life so much easier.
Okay, I don't have anything like that. It's just me and my watering can.
Then you use all your energy.
Yeah, exactly. And then I have to go to sleep at like 1 p.m. because I've already wasted all my energy.
I sent you a guide of sort of some tips for Stardew Valley. I don't think you looked at it, did you?
No.
No.
I love that. I go on and like look at the wiki and look at all of what all the different villagers like, and then I like bring Shane an egg and I'm like, here you go.
Oh my
He's
god.
like, oh my god, this is my favourite. And I'm like, you're welcome. My boy cannot contribute to this conversation because he refused to download Stardew Valley, just saying.
Well,
Yeah.
It's fine, I'm working on it.
That's good.
Harvest Land was the first step because it's a free game.
Yeah.
Right.
Oliver,
hmm
would you like to talk about some of your favourite games?
yeah, I could be going for ages here, so I'll keep it a bit more brief. Everyone's been talking about mobile games before me, so I kind of feel a bit bad because I don't really like mobile games because I just find that they're made to monetize and to...
Beneath me.
Yeah, it's a bit snobbish, but
I'm
it's
a real
just
gamer.
it's a bit snobbish. It's just because I don't like how they basically just force you to try and pay money for in-game items. But
Works
no,
every time.
no. My favorite game ever is probably The Last of Us Part 2. That's the recent one I played. One game of the year last year. Very good, a bit scary, so I don't think Lucy'd like it. But it's just a very great storyline, really tense, amazing gameplay, looks great. I'd recommend anyone playing it if they have a PlayStation. Sorry, Ajan. Apart from that, Breath of the Wild is a great game. I always bring up. Disappointed to see the sequel wasn't really talked about last night at a Nintendo Direct. If anyone watched that, I'm getting very games into here. I know Lucy's played Breath of the Wild, but she hasn't got past the first boss.
You bought it me last year, and I really liked it. I liked cooking on it. I liked to make the recipes. Not so good at like fighting off the monsters, and
Right, so the actual gameplay.
yeah, and then I'm stuck on it now because it's too hard. But anyway,
No.
Tell you what though, back in the day when I had a PS3, right, I was obsessed with the Cars game. I told Ajan about this like 2 weeks ago. The Cars game, I would drive around and make my own story. It was great.
cute.
And then I played the Simpsons game.
I used to like Simpsons game. We
used
had it when my mum had a PlayStation when we were younger, and I remember
Yeah.
I used to play that.
It was really good, but I always got stuck. So then when we went and visited my grandparents, I'd get my uncle to like do it for me. I'd be like, beat this level, but then I just get stuck on the next level. But I didn't understand that. My dad was like, you won't be able to do the next level if you can't do this one. And I was like, shh.
That's like me, because I got Ollie to do like a few levels on Breath of the Wild, and then I'm just stuck again.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about Animal Crossing, but obviously we don't even need to, because it's the best game to ever exist, obviously, so it doesn't even need to go mentioned.
It's alright.
Is this the first Animal Crossing game you played?
I think I had, because I've still got a 3DS, and I think I've got Animal Crossing on that, but I can't remember what it's called. New Leaf, is it?
Yeah.
New Leaf,
yeah. But yeah, I didn't play that properly, like I did this one.
Yeah. Everyone was just obsessed with Animal Crossing in like March, April, May. I mean, it's still a lot of people playing it. Yeah, it released at a perfect time for Nintendo and fans. Just the sort of hype and everything around it. I've never seen anything like it for a game. Like in terms of actually getting into the mainstream, everyone was talking about it every single day. It seemed like for a good month. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good game.
I saw you like that's the only interaction I had with you two for months when we used to meet up on Animal Crossing. So
yeah, it was nice.
Abby used to send me stuff. Like I'd go onto it, and Abby would have sent me like she'd be like, thought this skirt would look cute on you. And I'd be like, oh, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Although people were like, I'd get so jealous of people, because me and my sister share an island, right? Because we share a Switch. I get so jealous of people like going on villager hunts and stuff, and then but me and my sister are just too. We love our villagers too much. We just can't let go of them. So they asked to leave, and we're like, no, you can't leave. And then so we have this. We literally have all our original villagers and stuff.
I think
the only one we had a green bear called Charlize, and then we were like, yeah, she can go. She's ugly. But then as soon as she was like going, we were like, what have we done? We've made such a mistake. Oh no, what have we done? And then my sister was villager hunting, and she came across Charlize again, but obviously they don't remember you once they've left. She was like, nice to meet you, and we were like crying. But we got a cute little frog, so it's fine.
That's cute. I like the frogs.
Yeah. My favourite was Kevin, who was a pig who was really into his fitness. He was a little chubby pig, and he was always going around talking about the gym, and I was like, yeah, it's all just an act, isn't it? He's just all saying this, and then he goes home and he's just sort of stuffing his face watching TV. He's my favourite.
Yeah.
Loved Kevin.
I love the jock villagers. They're so funny. They're like, I was running, and on my 54th mile I thought of you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
I had a lion, but I can't remember what he was called, and he was like a gym lad.
Gym lad.
Yeah.
Your favourite's Apollo, right?
What's Apollo? I can't remember now.
The eagle that you hated.
Oh, yeah. Because also I didn't have a sheep. I didn't like the sheep either. A lot of mine were just really ugly.
I have an anteater.
Oh, I
can't
like
remember
the
what she's called.
I remember your anteater. I thought she was cute.
I don't like her
Annabelle.
that much. Something like that.
Yeah.
Annalise or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But I don't like her that much. My favourite is the frog Henry, and we have a mouse called Samson, because I had him in like New Leaf or the one before.
Oh, that's cute.
But then when I came to your boys' island, and you had my frog from New Leaf, and I was like, oh my god.
Which one? I have two frogs. I have Puddles. He's my favourite frog.
Yeah,
I like
Puddles.
Puddles.
I had Puddles in New Leaf.
Speaking of gym lad, Ajan, I've heard that you've invested in more fitness equipment this lockdown.
What? Who told you that?
Yeah, but it was over time. So before first lockdown was announced, I decided to buy a barbell at 220 kilo, like Olympic weights.
What's that? What's a barbell? Might sound
You shouldn't have
stupid.
gotten started. This is going to be hours now.
Oh,
Barbells are these ones.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is it the bar?
Yeah,
What's that?
It's the
Oh, that's
bar.
dumbbells.
A barbell is just like a 7-foot bar. That's the standard. You can get a 6 foot as well, but 7 foot's the standard. And Olympic plates. The difference is the diameter of like where you put it in is like 2 inches, I think. Not too sure.
Right.
So
Oh yeah. Please give me more detail.
well, no, I mean, okay, so it's just over time I bought the barbell and some plates for it, right? But I used to use like my chair as like a squat rack, so I used to put weights on that and then use that to like lift weights. But then it starts destroying the chair, like my mom wasn't having it, so I decided to buy a squat rack, which was a lot. But yeah, so
Investment.
and then it's and then it's just like lockdown gets worse and worse, and the price of it just carries on going. So I'm just thinking, I want to buy it before I like miss out on stuff, because they go out of stock really quickly as well. So just basically have a squat rack, a barbell, and some weights, and that's pretty much it.
Are you
Oh,
gonna, when the gym's open again, are you gonna go like straight away, or are you like, nah, I've got all my stuff at home now?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay home. Like I'm just gonna keep it, and carry on.
The thing is, as well, it's not like after after lockdown you're not going to use it or whatever. Like if you have stuff at home, that will last you like decades, potentially. At least the weights will. I don't know about the squat rack if you use it a lot, but it seems pretty sturdy.
Yeah, should be fine.
It looks nice in your mother's living room.
I have not done any exercise at all.
I did for a bit, but I stopped because I was using it to procrastinate on work.
Yeah, that makes sense. How do you find the motivation to exercise, Ajan, in lockdown?
I don't know. I mean, following a program really helps, because it's like it's already set out for you, so you don't have to, like, you don't get the choice of being like, oh, you know, I'll just do something today and then leave it tomorrow or something like that. So it's just given, and if you just follow it, I feel like having some sort of structure helps. So I mean, because I've been following. Okay, so there's a guy called PJF Performance, and he's like an okay, I'll just go on a side tangent. Yeah, so he's like an NBA specialist, like strength and coach specialist. So I bought like a program for him, so I just followed that. And if anyone wants to try and dunk a basketball, probably should check him out, just because he has very, very, very informative content.
See how passionate is he about this? Have you ever seen such passion from him in your life? It's nice though. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, that's pretty much it. So having some sort of structure might help you work out.
What about, so do you find that YouTube videos are the most useful to find people as like inspiration, would you say?
Yes, but you can get lost in the fact that you think you're being productive by watching videos of people working out, but you're not. So you just you might end up watching like hours and hours and end about how to correctly lift a weight or how to do push-ups when you don't really need it. All you need, like, I'll say go into YouTube if you want to have like a tutorial. So say you want to learn how to do a push-up, just go on it, watch a couple of videos, and then actually do the exercise rather than get caught up in watching it for no reason.
I will say, even I think PGF is interesting from the videos that you show me. He makes good. He's good at. It's not just like some amateur guy just like doing it. Like, first of all, you know he's good because he trains NBA players. But then also his setup is really professional, and I like it. And then, I mean, you watch all episodes of his podcast, but the only one I watched was the one with his wife talking about how they met, and I was like, I love this. I like this episode specifically, and that's it.
No, that's cool though. I feel like we haven't talked about fitness much on this podcast before. Oliver, have you got anything to contribute?
No.
Oh no, you can. You could talk about your
What, virtual reality headset? That's a good bit of exercise, yeah. Of course. It actually is. It has a...
Have you got the Ring thing?
Yeah, well, not the Ring Fit. It's Oculus Quest 2, which has the... Yeah, and it does actually... You know, there are fitness apps and stuff on it, but I've just turned on the calorie counter, and you know, you play it for an hour, it's about, well, it was like 200 calories or something, depending on the game, because it's a lot of moving about, as long as you have the space, otherwise you like bang into something, which I've done a few times.
Punch Lucy in the face.
I've been thinking of getting the Quest. Like, do you think it's actually worth the money?
It's good, but I wouldn't say don't get it and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to use it for fitness. It's probably not worth for that.
No, not for fitness, just for like gaming and stuff.
Some of the games are good. I'd say get a proper games console first, just because there's much better games for that.
All right, we get it. All of
Sorry,
that.
Ajan.
But no, it is good. It's a unique experience. Like when you first open it up and you first put it on, it feels really weird, and it's like really cool. Just playing games in a different way. I've written an article about it. It's like basically like a Nintendo Wii, except better is how I describe it.
You made yourself sick though.
I did once a bit. Felt a bit. What's it called? Motion sickness, because it's like you're moving about, or you're controlling an avatar who moves, but you're not actually moving. So your brain kind of gets a little confused. It's like, well, I think I'm moving, but my legs are staying still. So I think I have to train myself more for that. But there's other games which I play. Like Beat Saber's the big one, which everyone knows, where you have to smash the sort of the tiles in time to the music. They've got like...
We'd both be awful at that, Ajan.
Pardon? Sorry to hear that.
We'd both be awful at that. I mean, me specifically, but you too.
Wait, why?
The thing where you have to be in beat, because we can't process it quick enough.
Oh yeah, you have to like react really quick. Like I've played on the expert level, and you're literally your arms are moving like that, and that's what makes it the workout, because you're moving your arms.
I mean, if it has some sort of rhythm, then it might be easier. But if it's just like random sporadic, then me and Abbey will definitely fail that.
So it has some rhythm, but yeah, it's more learning the patterns as well. Is sort of a thing.
Yeah.
But it's definitely.
I used to play. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was just saying it's fun. It's definitely fun. Check it out if you have the
I'd be sick. I'd get car sick. I'd be sick. Like I'm really like motion sick.
You can try it when see.
Okay, I'll be sick on you. Okay.
Bonding. But like I had on DS, I had that. I think it's like a Japanese game, or with like the rhythm, and then it's like the songs are playing and you do different tasks. I can't remember what it's called.
Is it Rhythm Heaven or something like that?
Yeah, that one.
Maybe.
But I wasn't very good at it. I'd try and be like, okay, just close my eyes and do it with the rhythm. I can't even do that. It's awful. There's this one where you have to like fill up robots with oil. It was like embarrassing. Like the game was like, do you want to skip this level? And I'm like, is it that bad?
When I used to have, because I used to do like music grades, and you'd have music exams, you have to like clap. They'll play the piano and you have to clap to the beat. I feel like you would maybe not be good at that.
Did I have to do that? I did grades.
Did you do music theory?
Oh no, I didn't do theory.
No. Also this was in violin exams, and they'd play it on the piano and you have to like clap to the thing, and I was always really bad at that, so I feel like maybe I wouldn't be too good at it either.
Did you have to do like, I remember them like playing like a thing and then being like, how many notes in the bar or whatever? Yeah. I'd be like, bro, I don't know, 3, 2, I don't know.
What did you do, piano?
Don't laugh at me. I know I can't sing, but I did sing.
Did you?
Yeah.
See, I feel like that's
grade
different.
4, grade 4.
That is different.
Yeah.
Did you have to sight read? Because in the violin one, they'd be like, they'd just put music in front of you, and you'd have like 10 seconds, and you'd have to learn it.
I would not be able to do that.
I
can't
couldn't.
do that.
I was really bad.
When I used to play guitar, I'd have to write the notes on every single note in the song.
Yeah.
Until I'd memorised it.
I can't believe you did singing lessons.
I went in after my grade 4 exam, and the teacher, she was a bitter woman. She did not like kids, I don't think. And I went in, and I don't think she liked me because I wasn't overly serious about it. Like I always forget to practice and stuff. I didn't like practicing in my room, just like singing. Do you know what I mean? And then I went into the room, and she was like, "You passed." And I was like, "Oh, really? I didn't think I was going to." And she went, "I didn't think so either." I was like, "Whoa." She was savage, so I quit after that, but yeah.
You really be like, when me, you and Alex like have a few drinks, you really be like going for that wop. I guess it comes from the singing lesson.
It comes from the singing lesson.
Well.
I learnt now that I shouldn't be singing in front of people, so it's fine.
Shall we?
After years of denial.
On that note. Get it? No?
Hey. Wow.
Shall we give some final recommendations? Does everyone have something? I've got something that I haven't talked about if that's okay.
Okay. You go first. You go first.
So, another vegetarian update. So on Monday, I went to KFC for the first time in a very long time, and I had the vegan burger, and it was incredible. It was life-changing. Like, I was like, Mum, there is no way this is not chicken. Like, it looked like chicken, tasted like chicken. The mayo was meant to be vegan mayo. It tasted like normal mayo. It was incredible. So,
Psych, they just gave you a zinger.
Yeah, and it's not funny, is it? No, like, as a joke, like... It was good though.
Like, see if this amateur recognises it's actually chicken.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's good then.
Yeah. Ajan, do you have anything? It can be food,
anything?
Like music, literally anything.
Anime? Why don't you recommend an anime or something?
Well, I mean, I've already said everything about anime. Not everything, but... Oh, cryptocurrency. That's been doing well.
Oh, for God's sake, no, don't.
Do you have any Dogecoin, Ajan?
No, I was thinking of getting it before
I've got some Dogecoin. Mine's on some like a weird website called Binance or something.
Please don't lose loads of money.
I've not. I put 30. I put £30 in, and it's now worth 50. So, jokes.
We're having a similar struggle here. We didn't even realise it.
No.
Well, I mean,
I get nightly updates.
It's bad for the environment. No cryptocurrency.
Talk.
Yeah, very bad.
How does that make sense?
To mine the cryptocurrency, which basically verifies all the trades, you need to use like a lot of computer parts. Basically, Bitcoin now has a higher energy usage than Argentina.
Yeah.
And higher than Amazon, higher than Microsoft, higher than Google, just mining Bitcoins.
That's crazy. Because it's not really worth it, is it? As a,
you can make a lot of money, but you have
to
put a lot of investment in it. So if you got like a machine if you put £20,000 into Bitcoin processing machines, like GPUs, graphics card processing stuff, you would probably make it back in maybe like a year, 2 years. But then after that, you're just making money every day. It's also, I guess, but it's probably
that's crazy.
Oliver, go on.
Okay, I won't recommend anything as controversial. Well, it's not controversial. It's Bitcoin. No, something which won't get Lucy as annoyed. Although it might. From Morrison's, I'm going to go on food. From Morrison's, I recently discovered they do big bags, sort of a sharing bag size of Morrison's brand Monster Munch. The pickled onion ones, they're really nice. And should have got some more.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they're
pickled onions.
Monster Munch
found each
pickled
other.
onions. They're really good. And I had some the other day, and Lucy got really annoyed because I had them and she didn't. So I definitely recommend checking them out.
Oh my God.
Well, Northerners come on the podcast and he's really like something from Morrison's.
Well, just jealous, aren't you?
Abbey, you go.
I have one for all those stressed folk out there.
Oh, I'm excited about this. I'm excited.
This week, I invested. Thank you for investing in me, Ajan. In a weighted blanket. This I have it here. It's very heavy. Basically, I didn't want a single one because I've got a double bed, so I got a double one, and it's 6.8 kilograms, which is because it's meant to be. You're meant to get one that's 10% of your body weight.
Right.
But 6.8 is too heavy for me. But because it's a double, I was like, I think I'll be fine because it won't all be on me. It's sometimes it's a bit of a struggle, like because it's fine when you're just lifting up a corner, but then at night when I lift it off, because I haven't quite got the courage to sleep in under it yet. When I lift it off at night, I'm like trying to lift it onto my chair. But this one's great. I don't know what brand it is, but it's, if anyone's interested, I'll let them know. But it's got a removable cover, so you don't have to wash the whole duvet,
cool.
right? Because could you imagine trying to hang out a weighted blanket that's then got more weight because it's wet? You know? So it's got a removable cover, which I'll show you.
Oh my God!
It's got these little bobbles on it.
Aww.
And basically it's like a sensory thing.
Aww.
So people with autism, it's really good for them because it's like a sensory stimulation.
That's cool.
And it came with a weighted eye mask, like sleeping mask. And I used it the other day. Best nap I've had in a while.
That's cool. I like that.
So yeah, would recommend.
I do have one more thing. It'll be quick. But
Yeah.
everyone on Twitter is raving about Oodies, which are like blanket hoodies.
I can't believe you got sucked into the hype of that.
They're £90 and I'm not paying £90. Go on Amazon. They've got rip-offs for 20 quid. It's great. Because I have to walk around my blanket on because it's always freezing in this house. But one of them, great. Yeah.
Well, I saw you on Twitter entering a competition to win one. And I was like, does
Another
she not
one.
already have one?
Another one.
I was going to send it to you and be like, you okay?
Lockdown's getting to me. So, thank you, both of you, for coming on this week. Hope our
problem.
listeners enjoyed.
Make sure you follow us on all our social media, link below, and hope you enjoy your week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.